don't do drugs, ladies and gents. We watch boxing and I'm back at it. Dope. Too much boxing, man. I showed y'all what it is, man. Here go the bus. Let me keep it moving, y'all. Hey, take my mask off. Told you. Don't do drugs, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Don't do drugs. But yeah, man, B-March Boxing. Let's talk about it, man. The man Canelo did an interview with Brian Custer, right? Brian Custer will be on Showtime. And you already know Brian Custer is going to try and make a pitch for Canelo to come back on the network, on Showtime, talking about we missed having you on Showtime, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Good sales pitch, you know what I mean? Canelo was always like, we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, I want to talk about what Canelo was, things that kind of made me cringe when I watched that interview. Okay? Canelo says he wants to become undisputed at 168. That's great. Wonderful. I wish he had the same energy at 160 pounds or 154 pounds when he campaigned at them two weight classes. So, two things that made me cringe about that interview. The first was Brian Custer brought up the fact that Billy Joe Saunders has criticized the man Canelo, and he called him a steroid chief. Okay? And he said he's been caught twice for having tested positive for a bad substance, you know what I mean? Okay? So Canelo, as he's done ever since, all he did was, ever since he got caught with the bad substance in his system, all he did was make excuses. And he said, Billy Joe Saunders is the biggest steroid abuser, and he's been caught as well. And not to mention, this is what Canelo said, I'm paraphrasing, that him being a Mexican fighter, he can test positive for the clenbuterol that's found in Mexican meat, as long as there's small traces in his system, or for that matter, any Mexican fighter. And that was his excuse. And I already knew that when Mauricio Suleiman made a loophole for these Mexican fighters to test positive for a bad substance, I already knew that people like Canelo, among others, will take advantage of the loophole and use it to their full extent, as long as there's only traces of the clenbuterol found in the system. So Canelo was pretty dismissive about the clenbuterol, or being caught popping dirty twice for a bad substance. And till this day, he ain't remorseful about it. He's basically like, so what? What y'all gonna do about it? I'm Canelo. I'm the cash cow in boxing right about now. So if y'all want to suspend me for popping dirty for steroids, Let's see how much money y'all gonna make. Basically, that's what he was trying to tell him. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was saying. And that's what he's been saying all along. All right. The next thing that made me cringe about that Canelo interview was when Brian Custer asked him about fighting guys like Jermell Charlo, David Benavidez, etc. And he said, yeah, sure, those are good fights, and he wants to give the people fights that they want to see as far as the fans. Then they got to asking him about Bubu Andrade. Ooh, Canelo got speechless for a sec. He got speechless for a sec. Loss of words. Wanted to say he's boring, but then he said the usual. Oh, Demetrius Andrade Bubu hasn't fought anybody. And not only did he say that, he says, Bubu Andrade is not in my plans. So I guess he wasn't in his plans to become undisputed because Bubu Andrade apparently hasn't fought anybody. Just like Rocky Feldon hadn't fought anybody. Avni Yildirim. All these guys that he be fighting. The Liam Smiths. Who did Liam Smith fight at the time? When Canelo went after the belt Liam Smith had that got stripped from the man, Bubu Andrade. When Canelo was Bubu Andrade's mandatory, he ain't want no parts of him. But he fought the man, Liam Smith. So those couple things made me cringe, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's typical. You see, this is why a guy like Canelo, people gonna say people hating on him. Ain't nobody hating on him. We just want him to see, we want to see him keep his word and be in the best fights possible. You know what I'm saying? And for that matter, he hasn't given us the fight. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? So be Marsh Boxing. But go to the ATM right quick. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Leave your thoughts and comments. And I'm gone. Peace.